Polo. Damn, this graphics, dude.
That Sandman?
The power
MJ
of the
wasn't
PS5.
kidding. We gotta help him before he hurts someone. Or himself.
Yes, I understand.
That arm looks dangerous. Maybe he's hungry. Should toss the big guy a snack. What's the plan? Keep him busy. I got an idea.
We're back for another review, this time with Spider-Man 2. So Spider-Man 2, I've been waiting for this game for about 5 years. Sure, we still got a Miles Morales game in between, in 2020 during the launch of the PS5, which was indeed a treat. But the cliffhanger of the ending of Spider-Man 2018 spoiled fans for wanting more of it. And yes, I'm talking about Venom, which is the highlight of the story of Spider-Man 2. I'll try not to get into any main spoilers for this review. I don't even know where to start. This was a spectacular gaming experience playing as my favorite comic book superhero growing up. I experienced the first installment back in 2018 and replaying a remastered version of it earlier this year. It reminded me how fun swinging around New York could be. Comparing this to other superhero games that have released throughout gaming history, playing this game makes you actually feel like you're Spider-Man. And I'm dead serious. The way you traverse through cities, improving every aspect of your gameplay. A big factor with Spider-Man, even if he has superpowers, he's still a normal person struggling with the real-life situations. Making both characters and the story somewhat grounded has players relating to both Spider-Man. The superpowers is just a plus to add to this imaginary fantasy once we turn on that PlayStation. Spider-Man 2 had tough shoes to fill from its first game followed by Miles Morales. The first reason would have to be the success of the previous games and making a narrative following two main characters. Balancing two main characters in any form of media can be tricky. A great example would have to be the Avengers movie. It's a tough task to fulfill every fan's dream of the outcome for each character. In Avengers Endgame, we got a sweet conclusion for Iron Man and Captain America. Going back to Spider-Man 2, we're following Peter Parker's adjustment to Aunt May's death and Miles Morales' vengeance for his father. This game does an excellent job on balancing both of them and visiting how each one copes with their struggles. Harry was portrayed well, especially involving the symbiote to the story due to his sickness that was mentioned in the first game. We also get flashbacks which will revisit Harry and Peter's friendship, which adds to the turning point of their relationship in this Spider-Man 2 story. Mary Jane also plays a big role in this game, communicating with both Spider-Man, and she also has unique gameplay mechanics which were shorter and better than the first game. Another villain that was surprisingly interesting was Kraven the Hunter. He was indeed on his last hunt. The way they made this character paid off. Not to dwell too much into the story, but his character arc progresses throughout each chapter, dealing with both Spider-Man and even Venom. Oh gosh, let's talk about the boss fights. The boss fights in this game were crazy insane. It made Final Fantasy XVI feel like a last-gen game. And I'm talking about active time or quick time events. This is pretty much the scene wherein it blends in with the gameplay, which makes it more engaging to the player. The game from start to finish is well paced, with a few slow moments, but it was there to build up the next chapter of the story. Of course, as a casual comic book player, all we wanted in this sequel was to get to the symbiote as soon as possible. Man, once you get that symbiote, it becomes a different game and Peter becomes Bully Maguire again. It was indeed a thrill ride, but I do have some minor issues. First, I did encounter at least 5 bugs throughout the game. It wasn't perfect, and it could have had an extra polish, although it wasn't game-breaking. Another complaint, and I at least might get shit for this, the game felt a little too short maybe an extra 5 to 10 hours would have been perfect. Although, I have to give it plus points for keeping the story intact and not having too many side mission fillers in between. I mean, they are optional as well. It's just that the platinum trophy for this game was way too easy, and I can't wait for the DLC for more content. But yeah, even with those minor issues, this game is still a 10 out of 10. Together with my personal game of the year, Lies of P, I just have to think a little bit more on who will take the number 1 spot. But yeah, that's my review for Spider-Man 2. The next game I'll be reviewing will be Alan Wake 2 sometime next week, and that will be the last game for the year as well. Please don't forget to leave a like down below and subscribe and hit the notification bell to be updated for new content. I'm Premier Avenue, and I'll catch you on the next stream.